We're approaching what is usually the busiest shopping weekend of the year. And if you're dining out at local restaurants on Small Business Saturday, the Texas Restaurant Association has a specific request for you. So joining us now to talk more about it is Chief Public Affairs Officer at the Texas Restaurant Association, Kelsey Erickson-Streufert. Thanks for being here, Kelsey.
Thanks so much for having me.
Good to see you. So first, tell us a little bit about what you want diners to do this Saturday on Small Business Saturday.
Well, first of all, you said the word diners. That's the first step. Please go out and dine. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, get a gift card for your family and relatives. And if you can, we're asking folks or encouraging folks to shop with debit or cash because that's going to allow that local business to keep more of that revenue right here in our local community.
And how does that work? What people usually don't think, they think, okay, everything is digital.
Yep.
I've got my cards with me. I'll just use it. It's just easy for everyone.
That's right. The challenge is credit cards. When we pay with a credit card, a good percentage of that bill goes straight to Wall Street because there's a duopoly. Visa and MasterCard control 80% of the market. They dictate all the fees, and small businesses have no negotiating power or really even transparency. And so those fees keep going up and up and up, versus if you pay with debit card, those fees are regulated. They're much more affordable for local businesses, and so everyone wins.
And then with cash, it's all for the business, correct?
That's right, assuming we have enough pennies, which is a whole other story we can talk about later.
Right, yeah.
But yes, cash or debit, that's going to allow more of your money to stay right here in our local communities this Small Business Saturday.
And that's why they say cash is king.
Yes.
So this comes, with if we look at the broader scope of things with the tariffs and how hard it is to keep places stocked with products, how is that affecting the restaurant situation here in Central Texas?
Yeah, so it's probably obvious to folks in a way because we're all feeling it in our own personal finances. Everything costs more and costs significantly more than it did a few years ago. That's true for restaurants too. Food costs are up about 38% since the pandemic. Labor costs are up. Credit card processing fees are up. Insurance, the list goes on and on. The average restaurant's profit margin is only about 5%. And so when those credit card fees are about 3.5% to 4%, pretty soon you're talking about Visa and MasterCard are actually making as much money off of that local restaurant sale as the restaurant, even though the restaurants here are employing locals, investing in the community, generating tax dollars, et cetera. So it really does add up in the end. You
mentioned the labor report and the labor costs that have come out.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how these numbers that are dwindling, as it seems, are affecting local mom and pop shops, local mom and pop restaurants as they search for people to, help serve local communities.
Yeah, so we're really proud. The food service industry is Texas's largest private sector employer. And yet it's almost all small businesses. 90% of restaurants are 50 or fewer employees here in our state. So the good news is our labor trends are holding pretty steady, even kind of ticking up over the months, which is what we want to keep seeing.
That's encouraging, yeah.
Exactly. We like to have a good news story this time of year. So we want to really, invest here locally so that we can keep seeing those numbers tick up.
If you had to say one last thing to anyone who's going out this Saturday on Small Business Saturday, the best way they can support is?
Pay with cash or debit, support your local restaurant in our communities here in Texas.
And there are plenty of places to go around and sample this weekend,
Absolutely.
I'd say. Kelsey, great to see you. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, Small Business Saturday is on Saturday.